and welcome back to the channel. So you've watched my last video about the rural community immigration pilot, and now your head is buzzing with questions. I know, you are not alone. I've been flooded with questions from viewers like you, so I went deep into the government sources, the community websites, and the employer listings to bring you this detailed FAQ. Thousands of people across Canada and around the world are wondering the same things. I got questions like, what exactly qualifies as a designated employer? Can I apply if I'm outside Canada? Which community is best for my job? If you have your own question, drop it in the comments now. In this video, I'm answering the most frequently asked RCIP questions with detailed practical answers so you can confidently move forward. Now stay till the end because I'll show you how to access free RCIP resume templates, job board links, and designated employer lists as well. Let's jump straight in. But before we continue with the RCIP questions and answers, real quick, I need to share something super exciting with you. Now that you are planning to move to Canada, or if you are already here, then you need to know how to move money back home. And for this, I highly recommend Lemfi. Lemfi is an incredible app that has made it possible for me and my loved ones when it comes to sending money to Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, and Uganda. With Lemfi, when you are in the USA or Canada, you can send money directly from your card to any of these countries straight to their bank accounts. There is no need to top up a wallet, and it's with zero transaction fees. Yes, you heard that right, zero transaction fees. I personally use Lemfi to send money to my family, and I can honestly say it's hassle-free and completely secure. Transfers happen in just a matter of minutes, so you can be assured that the money you send will get to your loved ones right when they need it. Plus, Lemfi offers competitive rates, which means that you always get the best rates for your transfers. Now, here's the exciting part. They have a bountiful rewards program. If you download the app with my referral link or you enter my referral code SHEYIOBASI at sign up and you make your first transaction of over $100, you will receive $20 cash back. Also, you can earn points with every transfer you make. The more you send, the more points you accumulate, and you can easily turn those points into cash for your next transfer. It's a win-win. So, what are you waiting for? Start sending money easily with Lemfi today. Now, back to the RCIP. Now, as a quick reminder, RCIP stands for Rural Community Immigration Pilot. It's a pathway to permanent residency for skilled workers who want to settle in one of 14 smaller communities in Canada. These towns are not big cities like Toronto or Vancouver. Instead, we're talking about Thunder Bay, Clasham, Moose Jaw, Pictou County, and others like that. Places where local employers are struggling to find workers. Under RCIP, if a designated local employer hires you for a full-time permanent job, the community can recommend you for PR. It's community-led, it's employer-driven, and it works. So who is eligible? Let's talk about who is eligible. You're eligible for RCIP if you have at least 1 year of continuous work experience in the last 3 years. You get a job offer from a designated employer in one of the participating communities. The job must be full-time, 30 plus hours, non-seasonal, and it must be permanent. You meet the language requirements for your tier level. It's usually CLB 4 to 6 depending. You have a high school diploma or higher. You have proof of funds unless you're already working in Canada. Plus, international graduates from a 2+ year program in a participating community can apply even without the work experience. Which communities are involved? There are currently 14 participating communities. Some of the main ones include Thunder Bay, North Bay, Timmins, Sudbury, Ontario, Clasham in Alberta, Moose Jaw in Saskatchewan, Brandon, Manitoba, Stangebach in Manitoba as well, Pictou County, Nova Scotia, Peace Liard in BC. Each one has its own job board and designated employers list. What is a designated employer? A designated employer is a company approved by the community to hire foreign workers under RCIP. If the company is not on the community's designated employers list, even if they are hiring you, your job won't qualify for permanent residency. Where do I find these employers? Every community has a website. You'll find a section like designated employers or immigration pilot or hiring under RCIP. Some list employers in PDF format, others link to job boards. I have gathered them all in a downloadable document and I'll show you how to get it at the end. So stay tuned. Can I apply from outside Canada? Of course. Many communities accept applicants outside Canada. In fact, a majority of designated employers are open to hiring foreign nationals like you if you meet the job requirements. What are the most in-demand jobs? The top jobs include personal support workers or PSWs, cooks, food and service workers, truck drivers, welders, electricians, early childhood educators, cleaners and maintenance workers, administrative assistants, medical office assistants, bookkeepers. Each community prioritizes different roles. So even though I've said these are the most common jobs, some communities might have designated other jobs as priority for their own communities. And that's why it's important to check out each community's list of priority occupations as well as jobs. How do I apply? Great question. These are the steps. 1. Find a job on the designated employer list. 2. Apply with a Canadian-style CV and a focused cover letter. 3. If you are hired, the employer helps submit your application for a community recommendation. 4. Once you are approved, you apply for PR through IRCC. You may also apply for a work permit to start working immediately before your PR is approved. What is a Canadian-style CV? Amazing question. A Canada-style CV focuses on accomplishments. It has clear formatting, no photos. It should include your job title, dates and location of your jobs, duties and measurable results, and education, certificates, and contact information. We've prepared free RCIP specific CV templates tailored to different job roles. You can get this if you are part of our Canada Work Permit Handbook community. If you are not yet a member, of course, you can join us and the link is right here on the screen as well as in the description below. What is the community recommendation? It's a letter from the community saying that yes, we want this person to and work here. You need this before applying to RCC for permanent residency. Please do not rush off and apply for PR once you get a job offer. Remember, you must also get the community recommendation letter as well. Can I bring my family? Yes, your spouse and your dependent children 22 years and below can be included in your PR application. They may also be eligible for open work permit or study permit before you get your PR. Is there an age limit to apply for RCIP? There is no official age limit. However, candidates under 45 generally have a better chance due to long-term settlement potential and labor market priorities. That being said, older applicants with relevant skills can still qualify, especially if applying for in-demand jobs in healthcare or trades or any other in-demand jobs. Can I leave the community after getting PR? Technically, yes, but it's not encouraged. This is because you sign a commitment to live and work in the community when you apply for PR. If you leave right after getting PR, it may affect future applications like citizenship, and communities may report non-compliance. The program is for people who genuinely want to settle and contribute to the community. Will my spouse get a work permit too if we apply before PR is approved? Yes, if you apply for a work permit based on your RCIP job offer while PR is in process, your spouse is eligible for an open work permit. Children can also get study permits as well. Can my job be remote or hybrid? No. RCIP requires you to live and work in the community. Remote jobs don't qualify. Can international students apply for RCIP? Yes, international students can apply for the RCIP, but there are conditions. To be eligible, you must have graduated from a publicly funded Canadian post-secondary institution in one of the participating RCIP communities. You must have lived in that community for at least 16 out of the last 24 months before applying. You must also have a valid full-time job offer from a designated employer in that same community. If you studied outside an RCIP community or you haven't lived long enough in one, you likely won't qualify under this stream, but you might explore other immigration pathways like PNP or express entry. If you are still an international student right now, you do not qualify until you graduate. Can refugee claimants apply for RCIP? No, refugee claimants who are currently in Canada cannot apply for RCIP while their claim is in process. To be eligible for RCIP, you must have valid temporary resident status like a work permit or a study permit, or be applying from outside Canada with a valid job offer from a designated employer. Refugee claimants may become eligible only after their claim is accepted and they are granted protected person or permanent resident status. Until then, RCIP is not an available option for them. How do I know which community is recruiting for my job? To find out which RCIP community is recruiting for your specific job, visit each community's official RCIP website. Many of them have a section called Designated Employers or Job Opportunities. Look through the list of employers and their job boards. Some communities like Thunder Bay, Timmins, and Moose Jaw actually post current job vacancies. Use job boards like JobBank or Indeed and search by community, example Brandon, Manitoba, or Pictou County. Match the employer's name with the designated employer list from that community. If the company is not on that list, even if it's hiring, the job won't qualify under RCIP. This is a great tip. You can download the full PDF list of RCIP designated employers and job links if you belong to the work permit community. When will this RCIP pilot end? The RCIP is a new version of the older RNIP. While the older one had a defined end date, the RCIP is a renewed and ongoing federal initiative under Canada's updated immigration levels plan. As of 2025, there is no publicly announced end date, and many communities have active job recruiting well into 2026. However, quotas may be limited annually per community, so it's best to apply early. What if I'm a visitor in Canada? Can I apply? Yes, visitors in Canada can apply for RCIP if they secure a valid full-time permanent job offer from a designated employer in an RCIP community and they meet all other eligibility requirements such as language test scores, education, and work experience. However, you cannot start working on a visitor visa. You will need to apply for an employer-specific work permit after getting a job offer. Some communities may prioritize candidates who are already working or studying in Canada, but visitor applicants are not excluded by default. This is another great tip. If you're visiting family or friends in Canada, use the opportunity to network locally and apply directly to designated employers. It could fast-track your process. Can I apply if I only have a high school diploma? Yes, some jobs only require high school diploma, but having post-secondary or trade certification will increase your chances. What is the cost of applying through RCIP? Government PR application fee is approximately 1,365 Canadian dollars. And this is not including biometrics, police checks, medicals, and IELTS. Those costs are different. How long does the RCIP process take? Community recommendation is usually 1 to 3 months. IRCC PR process can take 6 to 12 months after community recommendation, depending on the completeness of your application. Can I apply for RCIP and Express Entry at the same time? Yes, you can have multiple applications or profiles open. They are processed separately. What if I don't see my job on the community's employers list? Check the list again regularly. Designated employer lists are updated frequently, or contact the community directly. Can I apply through RCIP if I have been refused a visa before? Yes, but you will need to explain the past refusal and show stronger proof of ties, intent, or financials in your new application. What about rejection or delays? What should I do? Well, if your employer or the community isn't responsive, don't give up. Keep applying. Some communities prioritize local applicants, others are more open to people who are outside Canada. Be patient and be consistent. Now, if you made it this far, I have a gift for you. If you join the Canada Work Permit community, you will get RCIP job board links, a downloadable list of designated employers, Canadian-style CV and cover letter templates for different jobs, job search support, and ongoing updates from RCIP communities. All for free. Just check out this link here and in the description below and sign up. I hope I was able to answer all your questions, but if you still have any more questions that I haven't answered, please leave them in the comments below and I will answer as soon as possible. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe and drop a comment. Which RCIP community are you targeting and why? Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.